Hey guys, I'm going to do a little tarot reading for you today. This is going to be for Libra for the month of November 2022. Now, my sweet Libras, you are an air sign and you're about communication and finding balance in your communication and the way that your mind operates. I think about that a lot. How, Libra's an air sign, so it's about your mind, it's about intellect, but it's also, it's about finding balance in upstairs, right? How do we, and by upstairs I mean our mind, how do we balance our positive and negative thoughts? So I really want to think about that for this particular reading because we just entered Scorpio season. There was a solar eclipse yesterday, along with the new moon in Scorpio. And, new moon energy is normally when we are making our wishes for the month, right? Making our wishes for the next full moon cycle. And we're planting down intention. And the full moon is watching things come to fruition. However, when you have a solar eclipse and a new moon, it kind of heightens, it becomes more of a full moon in that regard in terms of there's an opportunity for a lot of change to happen. And since you're an air sign, I think about changes in communication or changes in the way we talk about ourselves. Let's see what the universe has. I'm going to shuffle these cards a couple times. I'm going to do a little pyramid like I've done before. Energy that you're starting the month with, and then working towards the top of the pyramid will be kind of the energy that you're heading out of the month with, or your outcome, for instance. All right. So I need 4 cards for Libra for the month. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. The month of November. We're starting with the 4 of Wands. That's a very nice card. Let's see what else we get here. All right, 4 of Wands, the Fool, the Lovers, and the 5 of Wands. I have a couple little chihuahuas that are making some noise right next to me, so I apologize. Hello, Olive. She's having a little episode over there. She's very cute. She's just trying to get my attention. So Libra, you're entering the month with the 4 of Wands, celebration, coming together. It can be the card of marriage. So maybe you're getting married this month, but it's a sign of things going very well for you. Next to the 4 of Wands, you have the Fool. The Fool is about taking a risk, right? Nothing in life comes without a risk. And I think when we're able to make decisions from a place of peace within inside ourselves, and we're able to just listen to that authentic voice telling us what to do, which is our intuition, right? We all have it, we all hear that, but we ignore it a lot of the times. And I think you're being asked to take a risk. Now, I said something about marriage. That was kind of what came up for me for the 4 of Wands. And next to the Fool, you have the Lovers. So it can be about 2 parts of yourself, a light and dark part of yourself. It can be about your partner, someone you're possibly getting married to, or someone you are already married to. It can be about reassessing your relationship, because I do get this risk. I'm getting a lot of needing to take a risk off this Fool. And with the Lovers, I'm feeling maybe this risk is in love. Maybe this risk is in love. And I think all relationships come with their challenges, right? But it's the relationships where where you feel that resonance with the other person, where they compliment you, right? Like the things that you are good at are not necessarily the things this other person are good at. And the same with the opposite. Like the things that you're not good at are going to be the things that they're good at, possibly. So it's about, and that can be within ourselves too. Like we all have different parts of ourselves that complement, right? I'm thinking about oh boy, like, I like to cook, right? And I think I'm a pretty good cook. Now, I need to remain open. To be a good chef, to be a good cook, you need to keep an open mind, right? Because if you go in with like if I'm not talking about baking here, I'm talking about just cooking dinner, right? You need to have an open mind when you're cooking, right? Because things are going to change. Things are going to you're going to have to think on your feet sometimes, right? And I think something that I need to embrace while I'm cooking is to embrace the unknowns that are going to come up, right? And so I'm thinking about that duality between knowing and not knowing, I think is what I'm talking about. That was a little bit of a rant, but that was just what was coming to me, so I had to say it. Now you have a 5 at the end. 5s can be kind of complicated energy. They can represent a halfway point. And in this particular case, the 5 of Wands is about practicing. It's about practicing with others or competition. Not like, we're talking about playful competition here with the 5 of Wands. I get a lot of, like, you don't want to climb over each other. And if we're talking about a relationship here, you want to make sure that you're respecting each other when you are talking to each other, right? You don't want situations where conflicts arise because you're just really fired up, you know? And when you're really fired up, you're not communicating necessarily properly or in a way that's going to be coherent to the other person. So the 5 of Wands can kind of represent needing to relax a little bit. And I'm kind of getting this, that's what I'm getting with this, because you have the 4 of Wands and then the 5 of Wands. So you have this feeling of happiness, but also like within a relationship, there's going to be periods where you're kind of having it out with each other. And I think getting through those moments can be difficult. I'm definitely getting a lot of like marriage relationship energy with this reading. I'm just going to kind of go with that because that's what I have in front of me. And that's kind of what the messages that I'm getting. So I'm just trusting my intuition here, people. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. I'm building this pyramid up. So I want 3 more cards for the next level of the pyramid. What do we have? And maybe I want to get the 3 cards for this next row, then 2 cards, then 1 card for the subsequent rows. All right, so let's do that. Let's get 3 cards first. So here's 1, the 2 of Cups. That's very nice energy to have above the 4 of Wands and the Fool. And it can be about, the 2 is about dualities, right? And it's about a relationship. It can be about a relationship. I'm definitely getting, like I was talking, I'm getting marriage relationships. So it can be about complement, how 2 people complement each other. And I was definitely getting that with this Lovers too, and with this 4 of Wands. So there's a lot of great, you either are, someone in your life you're taking a risk and you're starting a relationship and you're seeing how another person can complement you, or you're in a relationship and you're getting to that point where you're seeing this person that I'm with, although we've had some conflicts, like we do work really well together. And I think that you're seeing that. What do we have next to the 2 of Cups here? So the 5 of Swords, another 5, some more challenging energy, right? And you know, with this particular 5 of Swords you can really see how this guy is in despair. He's thinking negatively. He's listening to this crow over here, and he's not really listening to his higher self, because his higher self wants to go on this adventure, right? The card following the 6 of Swords the 5 of Swords is the 6 of Swords, which is about moving on to calmer shores, which is where this guy wants to go on an adventure and live calmer and be more peaceful up here, right? And I think maybe in this relationship, you're doubting it. I'm getting a lot of like, it's all up here too. It's all mental games that you're playing with yourself. That can be hard. What do you have in the last card for this next row? What do we have? So the Ace of Wands. So above the 5 of Wands and the Lovers, and next to the 5 of Swords, you have this Ace of Wands. And this is about finding, I'm getting like you're finding a new way through this relationship, and it's because you're seeing the purity of it. The ace represents something very pure and innocent, a start, right? A new start. And I think in this relationship or in a relationship you're headed towards, you're looking for a fresh, new start. All right, now let's get to the next row. What do we have above the Two of Cups and the Five of Swords? Ooh, so I just had a card that wanted to come flying out and it didn't quite make it. So let's see what comes out. All right. Three of Cups. So above the Two of Cups and the Five of Swords, you have the Three of Cups. And this is a card of celebration along with the Four of Wands. And it's coming up in the same side of the triangle here. You want this. Like I'm getting like you want, it's almost like you want to celebrate with other people. You want to celebrate with the people you love. You want to be around people you love, that you connect with. Because you can't, I'm feeling like this isn't necessarily someone that you're in a relationship with. This is kind of like people outside your primary relationship. But that you really bond and connect with, because you really need that in your life. I'm feeling, Libra. What's next to the Three of Cups? So you have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so I think this relationship, you really are trying to ground it down. You know, this is a card of Earth. It's the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It represents those signs, and it represents having to, or the process of grounding something down into reality. And I think this relationship is something that you're trying to ground into reality. Now, what do you have at the top of the pyramid here? Yes, here's your ace. Here's what the Page of Pentacles is trying to ground into reality. He wants this seed here, this relationship seed, to grow. And maybe there's been some stagnancy with your relationship, or a little bit of negative thinking. Like, is this the right guy for me, or the right woman for me, or the right person for me? Doubting. Because I don't think really you doubt. I'm not getting like the universe is telling you you're going to need to take a risk. And inherently within a risk is going to be some doubt. It's just going to be there because there's a lot of unknown. But I think embracing the unknown is something that you might need to do. Embrace the unknown. All right, Libra. Let's get some clarifying cards here. I want to get 3 for the bottom row, 3 for between the bottom and the top, 2 for the middle section, and then 1 more clarifying card for the top of the pyramid here. So universe, I want 3 cards for the bottom of the pyramid here to help clarify. All right, so we have 2 cards. So we have Judgment, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of slow movement here. You are moving slowly with this whole ace, this thing that's very important to you, something that's new to you, a new way of being. And you have the Judgment here, which means that you're kind of you want to let go. You want to surrender. The universe is telling you that you need to take this risk. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow. I'm feeling like there's a lot of, you're moving very slowly. We have 1 more card here, the 4 of Cups. So, did you have the 5 of Cups? No, you have the 5 of Wands. You have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so next to the Ace of Wands, the Lovers, the 5 of Wands, you have the 4 of Cups. And this can be about, like, you're in this relationship, or you're expecting a relationship or wanting a relationship, but you're not seeing that you manifested this, and this is what what's in front of you is what you should be doing. It's whatever relationship you're in or that you're looking for, it's something that's already in your surroundings. But your attention's elsewhere. And I'm going to need some more clarifiers here to really figure this out, but you're looking to celebrate something. You're looking to put something into reality, you've manifested it, but it's like you're having trouble making it real, or it doesn't feel real to you because there's a lot of negative self-talk going on. Like, you don't deserve this. Wow. That sucks, Libra. That really sucks. I gotta say, you know, we all do that, right? We all talk negatively to ourselves, but that's just, negativity it really is only useful for a slight, small moment. It's when we let that negativity build and we don't release it that it becomes a huge problem. And I'm feeling like you have some built up, pent up negativity towards this relationship or towards any future relationship that's coming your way, even though you don't want to do that. So what do we have above the Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles and like in this Two of Cups, Five of Swords, Three of Cups quadrant up here? Yeah. Gemini got this too, your fellow air sign. And the Devil represents your negative thoughts. It represents your shadow, things you don't want to look at, things that you might not be looking at, that you should be looking at. And that's preventing you from really seeing yourself and seeing what you need. What do we have? Yeah, and that's tough energy to find your way through. Now, what do you have next to this Page of Pentacles here? Because you're trying to put this something new, you're trying to put it to make reality, to make real in the physical world here. Excuse me. But you're thinking so negatively about it that you're never going to be able to. So let's see if you're able to drop the negativity. Let's see what's next to the Devil here. Page of Swords. So the page, all the pages are representative of Earth, of the physical realm, right? And this is about your thoughts, and it's next to the Devil. So I'm thinking here that you need either someone's going to come in and help you release your negative thoughts, or this page, these two pages here, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, represents part of yourself that's trying to speak to you and tell you you need to let go. You need to let go of like these old programs that you have going on in your head that are just running, and they're really not serving you anymore. What do you have at the very top of the pyramid here with this Ace of Pentacles? Let's see. What do you have at the top? The Nine of Wands. You're tired. You're really tired, Libra. You've built up walls for yourself. You've built up barriers in your mind to prevent you from letting something new in, or letting you experience life more, because the Nine of Wands is right before the 10, and the 10 is when all of these boundaries that you've put up, all the barriers that you've put up come crashing down, and you let them go, right? Because they just don't serve you anymore. So that's, Libra, like, I hate to say it, but you definitely are going through something, and you need to change here, Libra, because if you want love, if you want to feel real love in the relationship you're in now, or in any future relationships, or in any, even friendship, right? You have to drop the negative self-talk. No one's out to get you, right? Like, I feel, unless you're just like completely a psychopath, right? We all have really good intentions, I think. Most people have very good intentions. And so whoever your partner is, if you have a partner, I feel like their intentions are very good and they want to be with you. I'm getting, like, there's a lot of really great energy here that suggests that you want this. But like I said, there are so many barriers that you put up. Now, I want to get one more card here. This is going to be from the Animal Spirit deck. I do put all the links to the decks in the description. And I do want to say, like, please subscribe. Please please like the videos. It helps my channel grow. I have added a donation link both in my main page of the channel and within the description. It just helps me if you like these videos, if you want to keep having me make these videos, bring it on, right? Like I need some support. I'm gonna do that. So I really like doing this. This is really what I want to be doing with my life right now, and it brings me a lot of happiness, and I hope that you can see that. So Libra, this card fell out of the deck, and it's the cheetah. The cheetah is a fire card. It's about, I was kind of getting this through the reading, so this energy doesn't surprise me that this is coming up. It's kind of Eight of Wands energy, like movement, fast movement, knowing where you're going. It's about having, like, it's about internal solar energy. So when I think of solar energy, I think of the sun. I think, where do we come from? Where does our light come from? It comes from the sun, right? We were birthed because of the sun, and we all have part of the sun in us because of that. And it's about letting that out. Like this cheetah is radiating the force that he has inside of him, his light, out into the universe. And when you see people who are doing this in real life, it doesn't happen too often. I don't see many people doing this, but when I do see someone within themselves, you can feel them. You can feel how much compassion they have for themselves, how much love they have for themselves, and therefore other people. And I'm really getting this like strong need to connect with your inner light so that you can see other people's light, and so that you can have proper relationships, Libra. And that can be really hard. It's hard. It can be difficult energy to process and to really let yourself get there and to feel that. It takes a lot of mental control. So I want you to be careful, Libra. I think this month can be a big positive month for you. There's a lot of great energy out in the universe for you to work with if you let yourself. But you have to let go, and you have to let yourself come out, your true self come out, so that you can bond with other people. Because when you're all closed up, it's really hard for other people to open up to you. And I want you to be successful, Libra. So find your light, embrace your light, and move forward. Because when you feel yourself, you don't question anything. You will have those negative thoughts come up, but like I said, they come in and they go out. And that's a beautiful thing. All right, Libra, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here for me today. I am going to be releasing more videos this month, so I hope you stay tuned. Like I said, like, subscribe, donate if you like what I'm doing and you want me to continue doing this. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, Libra. Have a good month.